In a bid to help reduce our carbon footprint, about 200 workers from 27 nations have embarked on a project to build a hybrid sailboat on the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. These workers are working day and night to demonstrate that the 21st century can function on better technology to help better the environment as well. Here's a report with more details.
Carbon footprint, a colloquial term for a broad measure of the amount of greenhouse, primarily carbon dioxide, released into the atmosphere by a particular human activity, owing to the increased impact of human activities on the climate and the environment. Many companies, organizations and individuals have been working towards newer ways to help reduce our carbon footprints. And in the latest, the firm Sail Cargo Incorporated has designed a one-of-its-kind hybrid sailboat named Sailboat, on the Pacific coast of Costa Rica, designed to carry 350 tons of goods.
It will be for profit. So we want to prove the value of emission-free cargo, which means that to do that we must be financially viable. And so something I've focused on personally and put a lot of effort into is creating a financially viable business plan, one that also does not exclude companies because it's not so expensive. So we wanted to do a larger ship to be able to lower the price.
Sailboat was named after the sacred tree of the Central American native people. With some 200 workers from 27 nations on board, Sailboat, inspired by the historic Finnish trading schooner Ingrid of the Åland Islands, relies mainly on wind power. It also has 2 auxiliary electric engines. This nearly emission-free cargo is being built using wood from secondary forests cultivated or from fallen trees nearby. All this in a bid to demonstrate that the 21st century can employ sophisticated technology, making it possible to transport cargo without the pollution.
And considering
we are in the midst of a climate weather crisis where we have to reduce carbon emissions and that we have to keep fossil fuels on the ground, a project like this, although it does not change the entire industry, it comes to give an example of how we can take on climate action now, and we don't have to wait until 2050 to see if large companies want or have the technology to adapt.
The prototype is set to be completed by 2021, following which it will be put into operations in 2022 on routes between Canada, Ecuador and Hawaii. The firm plans to recover over 6 years the private investment of $4.2 million. If successful, sustainable vessels like the Sailboat may just become the new modes of transport and travel across waters. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.